Okay, so the video ended up cutting off, and basically what I was just saying is that whatever this is, it's becoming a chore. It's becoming like it's becoming very burdensome. Okay, so there's something here within the subconscious mind that we really need to address. So let's go ahead and let's get some more. Let's get some more cards. So we have transformation, which things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Love this so much. Very high priestess energy here. Very motherly, very nurturing. Mirror. I love this card. This is probably one of my favorite cards in this deck, is the mirror. Who or what is triggering you? What is triggering you? Okay, maybe, again, maybe there's a decision that you need to make and you can't make it, but how do you feel when you're trying to make that decision? What are the thoughts that you start to think? How does your body start to feel? You know, there's a reason for everything. But only you are the person that can transform this, okay? You have to go through this transformation in order to look at something differently, in order to look at the bigger picture. Okay, I don't think they want to give me. We have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Wow. What is your soul calling you to do? Let's see. I think we might read this one out of the book. Your guidance is divinely guided. You're being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary. It might not make sense. But if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Also, the energy that I'm picking up on this is, again, like I was saying earlier in the reading, you know, actions speak louder than words. There's a time for you to do something, and then there's a time for you to kind of take a step back, relax, and let things play out and work out the way that they're meant to, right? I do feel like it's more so right now. There's something, you need to take action on something, on some sort of decision, okay? Whatever you are called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the call of your soul, and that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people, which is why the High Priestess came out. This is something that is going to take trust within yourself, okay? You have to trust yourself in order to make that next step. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it's leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete, perfect plan. There is no end destination. There is no right or wrong, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes, the more resistance we have around answering a soul call, the more important it is to our soul's growth. So again, like I said, there's something subconsciously, there's something deeper that is happening, okay? That's why there's a lot of resistance here. So let's see, what does Mama Isis have to say? What does Mother Isis have to say in regards to this? I'm going to take that one because it's just one. But look, at the bottom we have stay true and be in your power. Love that. this card came out for me earlier, and I don't even know how to say it, so I'm not going to pronounce it. Cartouche, maybe? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and we're going to read that one out of the book. Okay. Lady Isis initiates you now into her special mysteries, the use of sacred annotations. The words that you speak are rapidly gaining power. To benefit from this power, rather than being undermined or held back by it, practice thoughtful speech and clear your heart of old unforgiveness, which can poison your words unintentionally. As your heart grows in purity, we will be able to speak with spiritual authority, and what you speak of will come into being more swiftly and obvious. It is initiating you, Isis is initiating you as a master healer in her sacred tradition of divine names of power. So, you know, again, your words, something to do with your words, the way you think, the way you speak. You know, your words are basically being amplified right now, okay? So, like the book said, you know, just be careful how you're speaking to yourself, how you're speaking to others. How you speak to yourself is probably how you would speak to another person, okay? I'm hearing be real and be honest with yourself. And I'm also hearing follow your path. You already know what your path is. You just have to listen to yourself. So let's get one last card. And we'll end the reading off there. And this will be part 2, okay, to the first video. I'll put it in the title, part 1, part 2. One last card, please. My finger is like really hurting, so I do apologize if I'm shuffling really weird. It just, I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. It's so funny because this card kind of reminds me of, this card was popping out too. I don't know why, but they kind of give me like the similar vibes. And then +2 in the tarot, the Tower card wanted to come out, which is kind of like this card, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to read this. Where do I want to put this? Right here. I want to read this one out of the book. Let's see. Everything and nothing exist in the void. It's where all life begins and ends. It's the winter and the womb. The fertile darkness where all things originate and all seeds grow, comforting and intimidating, freeing and daunting. It can feel both very overwhelmingly small and huge. The void is where faith lives. The message of the void is to surrender to the unknown. Oof. Sorry, my child just kicked me. To allow the fertile darkness of nothingness to nourish the new seeds growing within you. Regardless of whether you know what they'll one day become, you're being called to surrender to the mystery of what's next, to rest and to allow the winter of your life to do the work for you, to hand over your control and trust that just because you can't see what's happening beneath the surface, it doesn't mean things aren't working. The greatest weavings happen when we find a way to surrender and trust that our life is being knitted for us, right beneath the surface, in ways known and unknowable. Now is a time to cultivate faith and allow deep, deep rest. So again, like I was saying, you know when to take action, you know when to rest. There is something here that you have to do, okay? And after that comes that surrender. After that comes that trust and faith that the universe will provide. Again, whether you can see it physically or not, a lot of the times we're not going to be able to see what is happening. That's why we have to have that trust, especially within ourselves, especially within the universe. The void often surfaces at the end of a chapter or life phase. I love it because we have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, and this is telling me that there is something here that's coming to an end. And the Death card wanted to pop out a few times as well. When we're called to let go of all that we know and identify with, when you're in the void, it can feel scary and as if you should be doing something. However, when this card appears, it's a sure sign that the most productive thing to do is relinquish control and surrender to the changing mystery of your life. How are you being called to surrender to the unknown mystery of your life? It could be when it comes to that decision making, okay? You may know what to do, okay? You may not know what to do. But there's something here that's holding you back, a subconscious belief as well, okay? So know when to take action, know when to rest. And look at that, we got the Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And then we got the Mirror card again. Who or what is triggering you? You're being triggered by something, okay? Like I said, it's something within the subconscious. Other people may be mirroring back to you that belief, but it is something that is already within you, okay? So we need to address it. We need to learn how to trust ourselves, how to have faith within ourselves, how to have faith within the universe, because the universe always provides in some way, shape, or form. Always. So that is all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you guys do something that makes you absolutely happy. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if it is something you're interested in.